title of this sermon is The Foundation of Our Faith. It's important to have a specific type of faith. It's important to have a specific type of faith that's reliable when we go through situations and circumstances where we cannot see the end results. And a lot of us are here now at Jericho, going through a trial or going through a tribulation or just going through consequences. And we cannot see the outcome of this story. So, if we take the word foundation, now there's different meanings. The one is it's a base, or it's a beginning, or it's a starting point. So the foundation of our faith indicate where our faith started, or where our faith is rooted. It's easy to say that we have faith when things are going good, when we don't deal with any current trials or tribulations or situations where we think it's unfair or it's just not nice. It's easy to have faith in, but is it really having faith in, or is it just living in good, nice circumstances? If we choose where we want to root our faith, or where we want to create a foundation for our faith, we have two options. It can either be in the visible or it can be in the invisible. So if it's in the invisible, then your faith can be constant. Because if we look at invisible, it's something that you cannot see all the time. What you cannot see, you cannot see. So if we have our faith in something that we cannot see, it allows us and it allows our faith to be constant. If we root our faith in the visible, then the condition of our faith will change with our circumstances. If we root our faith in how it goes with you, or what you can see, or your bank account, then when you have a lot of money, you will have a lot of faith. And when you don't have a lot of money, you will lack faith. And that's not how it should work. And that is not faith. That is merely believing that things will get better and understanding that things aren't going good. That's not having faith. Faith is trusting that even though there's no money in your bank account now, you will be provided for. Trusting that even though the relationship is damaged, that there will be restoration. No. Trusting when things are going tough, not believing when things are going good.
Amen.
Okay, so let's go to Hebrews 11 verse 1. Before I read all my definitions, we can look at the biblical definition. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So, it's always the evidence of things not seen. It's never the evidence of things that you cannot see. Faith isn't seeing things work out. No? Faith is trusting that things will work out. When things have worked out, and once you've seen things working out, then the process of enduring in faith is already over. Then you are already reaping the benefit of your faith, trusted that things would have worked out. Another example that we can use here, we need to align faith with God's will in our life. And we need to align our faith with what He wants for us. We cannot align faith with any selfish desire and trusting that God will come through for you. A lot of us here might think that I'm going to have faith that my program won't be longer than 6 months. You cannot have faith in that because that is not necessarily God's will. But you can have faith in the fact that God won't allow your program to be longer than it's supposed to be. Okay. So that's just one example, but we cannot have faith in a selfish desire. Now, we need to look at where our faith is when things are not going good, when things are struggling. Things are not going good in South Africa, and with this virus it's not going good, and there's a lot of reason for people to panic. There's a lot of reason for people to fear. But if we start panicking now, and if we start fearing now, then it means that each and every one of our abilities towards faith weren't genuine. Because if your faith was genuine, then that panic or fearful scenario won't affect you that much, because you will still rely on your faith, the evidence of things unseen, rather than the things that you can see, like the economy crashing. That is something that you can see. But we should have faith that God promised that He will provide for you, and He will always provide for you. He will provide for you when things are going good, and He will provide for you when the economy is crashing. When things are going good, we don't have the opportunity to practice our faith. Then we can say that we believe, and we can say that we have faith. But if you never go through a trial, or if you never go through a difficult situation, there's no opportunity for your faith to grow. And don't all of you want to have strong faith? But most of you would avoid a struggling time. Let's go to James 1, and we'll read from verse 2. This isn't someone that doesn't know trials, that doesn't know hardship, that doesn't know struggle. You can't say, but surely they didn't mean my situation. They meant every situation. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. There's 2 ways that we can get patience. The first one is you can allow your faith to be tested, or you can become a doctor. Okay, and there's no doctors. Okay, so the only way to get patience is to allow your faith to be tested. Okay, so, and then it says, but let the patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. Amen. So now, we all want patience. We all want to have faith. And all of us don't want to lack anything. Okay. But to have all those things that we want, we need to go through certain things, which is testing of your faith, going through various trials. It's not just something that will happen. You can't just have unlimited faith without going through a trial, without knowing that you can trust God. Seeing the actual situation where things aren't going in your favor, believing that God will come through for you, and actually seeing that He did come through for you. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives to all liberally, without reproach, and it will be given to you. Whenever we do not know how to handle a situation, or whenever we find ourselves in a situation where we are scared and we don't know how things are going to turn out, we shouldn't ask God to get us out of it. We should ask God to give us wisdom in order to understand it, in order to go through it. A lot of us want to get out of a difficult situation. Getting out of a difficult situation won't teach you anything. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting, for he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. It's difficult, and I know, and all of us know that certain things doesn't work out, and because of those things not working out, we doubt other things working out. But we should differentiate between our will and God's will, and we can always have faith that God's will prevail above anything else. There's no reason for you to lose your faith in God's will. Sometimes we ask for things in faith, and it's a selfish thing, and it's not in line with God's will, and that is one of the reasons He won't come through for you, because He wants to teach you something else. He wants you to go through a difficult time instead of taking you out of a difficult time, because in that difficult time you will learn a skill, or you will learn patience, so that you can walk into a place He has prepared for you at a later stage in your life. Taking shortcuts won't benefit you. This process of growing in your faith is not a process where you can cut corners, where you can take shortcuts. The only way to grow in your faith is when your faith gets tested.